All right, everybody, welcome to the Ridgeline Hunting Podcast, brought to you by Phelps Game Calls, professional grade game calls made for every hunter. Now, today's episode, it's going to be short and sweet. We're giving away some Phelps Game Calls, and I brought in a little helper, my 9-year-old son, Malachi. Malachi, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, you doing good? All right. So yeah, we're actually going to get to it. We are giving away like a couple different packages here. So it's 2 separate diaphragms. We have the Maverick and the Black Amped, and we're giving 2 people a set of that. And then also we are giving away an easy Phelps game call. It's cow call. Pretty cool. The pictures will be up on Instagram, so if you're looking for those, you can see them on Instagram. But we are going to go ahead and get on with the winners. And Malachi is actually going to help me pick the winners. We usually do it on like a number generator through the internet, but my wife and my oldest son are using the computers for homework. So I had to write all the names down. We're going to pick them out of a hat. That's right, this hat. I'm actually going to take a picture of it right now. This is actually pretty funny, the little hat that I found. So you'll see those on Instagram as well. There we go. Nice little photo. Got a picture of Malachi over here. Nice. He's all ready to go. All right, Malachi. I'm going to shake it up. And you're going to pick one number out of the hat. Now, everybody, we are giving away 3 separate calls, or it's 3 separate winners. So this first one is going to be for one of the Mavericks and Black Amps. So Malachi, pick a number. That one? All right, pick it.
3.
Number 3. All right. Number 3, Jamie Thompson, 208. You have just won a Maverick and an Amp Black diaphragm, and I will be messaging you on Instagram. So, Jamie, awesome, congratulations. And now, everybody, this is our first giveaway. The giveaways that we're gonna do are gonna be mainly through the podcast, on how many downloads we get. So, tell your friends, tell your family if they're interested in fishing or hunting or anything like that, anything involving the outdoors, let them know, and we'll continue the giveaways. So the next game call that we're going to give away is the Easy Estrus game call. Pretty sweet. I've called in cows with that. I've called in bulls with it. It's pretty easy to use. I love it. It's always in my arsenal. All right, Malachi, just going to give it a shake. Give it a little shake. Okay.
Eight.
Number 8. Number 8. Who is that? Raw. Let's go. Instinct Outdoors. Instinct Outdoors. You have just won the Easy Estrus Phelps game call. Pretty sweet. All right, here we go. Our last winner for another Maverick and another Black Amped game call. Okay, bud. Shaking it up. All right, let's go.
Nine.
Number 9. Man, we didn't shake this thing up too good, but number 9, Rob Craig, 0604. You have just won a Maverick and a Black Amped diaphragm. Well, everybody, that is it for the giveaways. Malachi, thank you very much. Thank you for helping. I appreciate it. How was that? Was that pretty cool? Yeah? You like that? All right. All right, everybody. It has been pretty cool so far. Episodes 1 through 10, and now 11. We are giving away some Phelps Game Calls. We really appreciate Phelps for coming in and sponsoring the podcast. So cool. A company here in the Northwest. We're out of Washington State, so when Phelps started making their calls, I mean, we jumped right on it right when they're available, right when his website came up. So I've been using his diaphragms, the Easy Estrus call, and his bugle tubes now since I pretty much started elk hunting. And we can't wait to give away some more. I am gonna have like a code phrase because we did hit another goal of 300 downloads. So we're gonna give away a Phelps game call for every 100 downloads, and we already hit our next goal. So the next phrase is "get 'em close." And now you can hit us up on Instagram. So I will have another giveaway post, and you'll see it right on the Instagram page. And the Instagram is the Ridgeline Hunting Podcast. Now, there was a couple people that went to Ridgeline Hunting, where that's usually where I just post everything about hunting and what we're doing, even the giveaways, because all my Instagram pages are basically connected. So I can just post one post, and I can go to all my Instagram pages. But make sure that you see the giveaway, and I'm actually going to take a picture of what we're giving away, and we're actually going to be giving away one of our predator calls. We have a couple of the Phelps predator calls, and with some spring seasons, bear seasons going on right now, I know it's heading towards the tail end of that, but it will at least give you a brand new call heading into the fall season. So we will be giving away one of our Phelps predator calls on our next episode. So this episode is going to be episode 11, and it's basically just going to be the giveaway podcast. And then next week, we will kind of get back to a normal schedule. Dave was in Nebraska for work, and I actually just got done with a long motocross weekend. Took my son Malachi out to motocross race that I was just a part of, and I did not do so well. So I got taken out in the first lap, and I pretty much just played catch up for the rest of the time. So pretty frustrating, but it was still a good race. I still finished. I didn't DNF, so got to keep it pushing. But yeah, so we're gonna give away a predator call, and then every 100 downloads after that, we're just gonna be giving away Phelps game calls until we run out. I know there will be maybe one of our final giveaways of this year. I'm thinking maybe towards mid-August, and it's going to be just a straight up beginner, what should I call that? I don't even know what I should call that, but just like a beginner pack for an elk hunter. And it's going to be a bugle tube, like a diaphragm, like stash pouch by Phelps, and a 3-pack of diaphragms. So be looking for that giveaway. That will not be generated by downloads. That's just going to be something that we're going to do to get you ready for the elk season. So be looking for that. So I want to kind of go over like some of our previous podcasts. We had our first podcast, great, our introduction, myself, David Sandana, Luke Wagner, and we're basically just talking about how we got into hunting. And, without those guys I probably I wouldn't be hunting, or at least as well as I have, just because I've learned through them. And another gentleman that we started talking to later on in podcast 3. But on podcast 2, it was right at the beginning of turkey season, or getting into turkey season, when we're just fired up. We love turkey hunting. And this year for me, and also David Sandana, we have 1 weekend left, and I'm actually not going to be able to go out for the last weekend of turkey hunting, so I will be having turkey tag soup, something that I do not love, but you know what? It happens. Sometimes you just, you don't get it done. It wasn't a lack of effort, not at all. I hunted my butt off. I went out with my son for youth season. He had plenty of opportunities to shoot a turkey. Just didn't happen. And then the weekends that I was able to get out and hunt for myself, it just didn't happen. It was almost like the turkeys just did not want to move anywhere, which is very rare. The turkeys that we hunt in the area that we hunt, they're always on the move. And it just didn't happen. But, leading up to all that, we got to talk to our friend Kirk Douglas in our Turkey Talk segments, and it was fantastic. We love talking to Kirk. He always has a lot of good information. Mustang Ridge Guide Service. If you are looking for a hunt to hunt turkeys in New Mexico, Arizona, or Sonora, Mexico, that is the gentleman to contact, and that is again at Mustang Ridge Guide Service. He is just a down-to-earth, awesome guy to hunt with, and definitely someone that you'll just love hunting with, and you'll probably want to go hunting with him over and over and over again. I actually am going to go to Arizona for a mule deer hunt after the turn of the year, and I honestly can't wait just to be in the hunting woods again with my buddy Kirk. It's going to be a fantastic time. But later on during the podcasts, I can't really remember let's see what podcast that is. We talk about mule deer and antelope hunting. I love hunting mule deer. I don't really get opportunities to hunt them a lot, just because I usually end up taking a blacktail while I'm out elk hunting. But I usually use my first weekend of deer season to hunt mule deer. Sometimes we get on them, but it just doesn't happen. But in episode 8, we talk about mule deer and antelope. Oh, and geez, episode 7, one of my favorite episodes, we announced the Phelps Game Calls sponsorship, which was absolutely fantastic. I talked to Dirk Durham. Dirk Durham actually is the gentleman that hooked us up. If you don't know Dirk, you've been living under a rock. He is the marketing manager and sponsorship manager for Phelps Game Calls right now, and he hooked us up. So that was absolutely fantastic. I talked to my buddy Mike about archery and being a new archery shooter and also a new archery hunter. It's going to be his first season, so he is fired up. He was actually out with me this weekend with the little moto weekend. He rides with me, so that was pretty cool. Episode 9, we had 6 a.m. outdoors talking about some Alaska hunting. Also, the products from 6 a.m. outdoors. Absolutely fantastic gear through 6 a.m. If you're looking for a shelter, a stove, a sleeping quilt. I mean, you have to check it. They have a whole bunch of stuff. Game bags, little stash pouches. I actually use the stash pouches. They're really nice. I actually used them this weekend out motoing. Just, organizing my gear for all that. That was really cool. So, I mean, they're multi-use. You can use them not only for hunting, but whatever you can think of. And then episode 10, we had Douglas Bose talking black bear hunting. That was fantastic. Also, from episode 1, my friend Luke, just fantastic bear information. Douglas Bose was awesome to have on, and just talking black bear hunting. It was fantastic. So if you can or were willing to go back to episode 1, listen all the way through. We definitely have a lot more coming up. We are actually going to start transitioning into more fishing. So if you want to talk about or listen as we talk about fishing, go ahead and tune in. We are going to have a couple guides on. We'll have my buddy who does a lot of sturgeon fishing, big bank fishing on YouTube. Check him out. He's got a bunch of videos, just him sturgeon fishing and just pulling in some huge dinosaur monster fish. We are going to talk to my friend Marlin, who is a guide. Yeah, not like I perked up. Captain Marlin, who is in Clearwater, Florida. He has a guide service, and it is fantastic. We're also going to be talking to my buddy Tommy, who does 360 fishing here in Washington. Yeah, we have a lot coming up, and we cannot wait to get to it. But please tell your friends, your family, coworkers, if they're into fishing and hunting and the outdoors, to listen to the Ridgeline Hunting Podcast. And we thank all of our listeners. And your key phrase tonight for the next giveaway for a predator call is "get 'em close." Now, you can contact 2 different places to win. Put in the key phrase. Very simple. I'll have a picture of the predator call, and it will say giveaway on it. And it's going to be on the Ridgeline Hunting Podcast on Instagram, or you can email the Ridgeline Hunting Podcast at gmail.com, and you will be entered to win. All you have to do is in the subject line, put in "get 'em close," and then you're for the email, and then the actual email section, just put your name. That way, I can get in contact with you, and we will get you your giveaway prize. So, again, the winners tonight: Rob Craig, Instinct Outdoors, and Jamie Thompson, 208. And I will be sending you guys some DMs here tonight. But congratulations. And remember, your key phrase is "get 'em close." All right, everybody. Thank you. And can't wait to keep this up and keep it going. Good night.